Hi, I'm Irina Verwer. Welcome to Eckhart Yoga. Today we will be exploring the beginnings of coming into a tripod headstand, and which is a pose which is also has a Dutch name, and the Dutch name for the beginning of the tripod headstand is the kip, which translates to the chicken. And you might notice when you look from a side that it slightly resembles a chicken who is eating a grain. So this is what we'll be exploring today. And you might also notice that when you are practicing the beginnings of the tripod headstand, that your arms will get stronger, and that you, as you continue your practice, that you move more steadily into Chaturanga Dandasana, because you will learn how to keep your elbows with you and not have them aside. So the first thing we will do is we will come standing on the crown of our heads, which is 8 fingers above your eyebrows over here. And when you come into any form of a headstand for the very first time, you will notice that this area is, well, it can be slightly painful. If this happens to you, then you can fold your mat like this and place the crown of your head over here. If you have been standing on the top of your head before, you might notice that it's less painful, so you can have your mat flat. But no matter what, don't put a blanket over here to put your head on, because it will start to slide. So, what we will do is we'll place the crown of our heads on the floor. And maybe you can watch first and then move into the pose. Okay, so the crown of your head is on the floor, and you'll place your hands slightly away from your face. So it's not too close towards your face, but slightly away. And you will spread your fingers, but make sure that the thumbs stay soft, so don't overstretch them. And when you are here, you will notice that my arms are sort of straight. Well, the lower arms are straight, your elbows are above your wrists, and your upper arms will stay parallel to the floor. So make sure that it's not over here or too far away, and that your fingers are facing towards your face, so they're not turned out or away from you. And if you are standing here, you might notice that the tendency is to just let the elbows turn out, but you want to keep them with you, so you engage your arms. And you also might notice that your shoulders are starting to drop, so you move them away from your ears and keep them there. And that's a practice in itself already. From here you can place the toes on the floor and just lift your knees. And just breathe here. Also, keep your elbows in, your shoulders away from your ears. Keep breathing. And you might want to stay here for a while, but if you feel ready to move further into the pose, you can slowly start to walk your feet towards your face. And if you do so, you might notice that your hips are going more above your shoulders, and this is where you want to be. If you feel certain and you want to continue exploring this pose, you can slowly move one knee on top of your upper arm and lift your foot and breathe here. And you might want to stay here for a while. But if you feel ready to move even further, you can also put the other knee on top of your upper arm and lift your other foot. And if you are here, you point your toes towards the sky. Bring your big toes together, your shoulders away from your ears, your face relaxed. Keep breathing. And you might want to stay here for a while. And when you want to come out of the pose, well, you do exactly the opposite as when you come into the pose. So you move slowly, one foot towards the ground. And if one
Foot is on the ground, you lift the knee, and then you bring the other foot towards the ground. And you can bring both knees towards the floor. Point your toes away from you. Bring your hips towards your heels, and your forehead towards the floor. And rest in child's pose for a while. Okay. You can stay there and move towards whatever pose you would like to explore from there. Thank you.